Hello.
Hiya. Thanks,
Out he
Nets.
goes. It's the 19th of May. This video's a little bit,
Disjointed?
yeah, I mean, essentially, basically, I was going to, or we were going to put a video out last weekend, so everything in the video is sort of geared towards that. But we've been so busy. I'm doing this, we're doing this today. I probably won't actually get it published until middle of the week, but we got a lot of film for the next video, which will come much quicker. That'll probably follow this one by a week or 2 weeks, the very most, but probably just a week. So this is the inaugural lighting of the barbecue.
First time
First time.
you're with us.
I've not actually used it as a barbecue yet. I'm just putting some heat in there just to check everything goes where I want it to and it doesn't crack and things like that. So, but voila.
Looks lovely.
Yeah, it's all tiled, but that'll come in the next video. This one, I'll show you what we've been doing. It's been a busy sort of 3 or 4 weeks. We've been down to Orochet's, did some work for Neil, our friend down there. Then we had a trip out with Adam, Lynn, Andy and Linda.
Yep.
We went to
No.
Hitrina.
Hitrino.
Yeah, Hitrino.
Hitrino.
Open air market.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I actually did a load of film around the market, but I made a bit of a muck up because I every time I thought the camera was recording, I turned it off.
You pressed the wrong button.
Yeah. So I was recording in my pocket, and every time I took the camera out, thinking I was recording, I switched it off. So
Don't forget, in Orochet's, we also went to visit some new friends.
we did the Udens.
The Udens. Off-grid with the Udens.
Yeah.
So it was lovely to meet you, Kaylee and Phil, and of course Alex and Ember.
Yep.
And their decking is fabulous.
Yeah, kindred spirits. Solar. Remind us a little bit of us when we had kids of that age. You know, sort of outdoor life and.
Yeah, I was a lot younger then.
Yeah, but they've got a lovely setup, and their kids are going to grow up in a wonderful environment. So here's what we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. It's not been a huge amount due to working elsewhere. I haven't had an awful lot of time. The garden, I've done a little bit of strimming today, but the garden's been getting on top of us.
I did the domestic garden and the lawn out there.
Yeah.
Just before we went away last week.
Just before we went, we'll show that in the video. But yeah. So here's what we've been doing. So continuing with the barbecue in the outside kitchen, I've got the 2 slabs out. I did make a few mistakes. I don't think using glass in the concrete was a great idea. Might have been if I'd smashed it up a bit more, but where you've got bits like this, the cement kind of came apart when I was trying to take the mould off of the boards. The other thing I should have done is the batten that I used to make the recesses that the grill's going to slide in and out of. I should have put some cling film or greased or done something with the batten, because like an idiot I didn't think about the fact wet concrete, the wood swells, so the concrete set but the wood had swollen so it was virtually impossible to get the wood out. If I'd have covered them in cling film, they wouldn't have sort of expanded and they would have been easy to get out. As it was, I had to chisel them all out and pry them, hence why you got some of these sort of lumps have come away with it. I'm not too worried because I can get fire cement and just skim it over, the fire cement over these bits, and even if eventually they fall out again, they're not going to stop the wheel from working. So what I've now got to do is shutter up the back. So I'm going to have a shuttering board here, a shuttering board there, so there's a gap in between. That will fill up the back of the, you know, obviously the back, to make it similar to this. A ring of concrete around the top, I think, by putting a piece of board in here with the chimney that I'm going to set here. Not 100% sure on this yet. I've got a nice piece of concrete drain that will make a nice chimney. So I'm hoping that will work. I'm not sure if just having a single hole here would be better to, better to sort of funnel it in. I don't know yet. I can always put something across the front to get it to go up. Like I said, it's sort of planning as I'm going along. Cat's here now. I'm also going to tile the front like the sides, and there'll be some fire cement in here as well to protect this concrete so it doesn't crack with the heat. And hopefully it'll work. I did debate just scrapping this idea and doing it with fire bricks, but I'll persevere. If it doesn't work, then I can always knock it all down and make it with sort of fire bricks or something instead. But we'll see. I think it'll work. So there's the barbecue all shuttered up, ready for concreting. I've got a job to go and have a look at tomorrow, so I'm hoping I'll have time in the afternoon to come back and do it. This is the bit of drain pipe that I mentioned, so hopefully that will sit in there, form the chimney. Concrete will go down the back. It doesn't look a very big gap, but it gets a bit wider at the bottom, and there'll be some rebar in there just to tie everything in. Plus the outside will be tiled as mentioned. So that's inside, all shuttered, propped. So it's just a case of pouring concrete in, leaving it a few days, taking the shuttering off, and hopefully, apart from tidying up inside, some fire cement down the bottom and at the bottom at the back, let's hopefully should make quite a nice barbecue. I hope. And would you believe, yet again I completely forgot to film it. I've poured the concrete and now the heavens have opened. Hopefully I'll just put some bits over the top, so hopefully it won't get too wet. It should be fine, I think. It's all filled up. Back's bowed very slightly, but that's fine. More concrete in there, a bit more strength. Now I'm just going to cut this piece of wood down to form another beam across here to cantilever, and give a bit of support to these beams that have got no other support other than where they're joined up there. What a horrible day. Well, it's not. We need the rain. Pulled it up to the right height. Well, that's it for today. Rain stop play. Tomorrow I'm off working elsewhere. But the roof seems to be doing what it's supposed to. Nice and dry in here. It's a bit wet here, but that's only because I've still got the hole in the roof there. And obviously footprints and things. All a bit of a mess. Till we've finished. But yeah, so there's the barbecue almost finished. Well, it's a dull grey day here in Bulgaria. It's Saturday, I don't know, Saturday the 3rd May, something like that, beginning of May anyway. It's Easter weekend here. I've actually got to go off and do an hour helping a friend sort a tap out. But before I go, I'm going to take the shuttering and everything off of the barbecue, so I'll show you that in a minute. I just thought I'd show, we're on a deadline now. We've got the chickens coming at the end of the week. I haven't made the chicken house yet. Dex is standing on a pile of sand. There's the breeze blocks I need. I've got 30 bigger breeze blocks around the back as well. Cement mixer, but basically I've got a couple of bags of sand, so I'm all ready to start making it. I've cleared the area, but we've got rain, and I'm a bit short on free time now because I'm working next week as well, so we might have to temporarily stick the chickens in one of the out sheds or something, closed in. I don't know yet, we'll have to figure that one out. Anyway, I'm going to get my screwdriver from the back of the van, my electric screwdriver, and then take the barbecue shuttering off. Looks like it's all worked. So you've got the concrete surround on the top, which hold it all in place. The back wall, chimney's in place. A little bit of a scrape there where I went through a bit with the angle grinder, nothing too bad. These holes have got to be, or these bits where I said about where I had to take the batten out, the bottom ones are fine. That one's going to need patching a bit. I'll do that with fire cement. But yeah, that should work okay. What I was thinking I might do, this top grill here, to help funnel the smoke up, I thought I might have a grill across here with a plate on the front of it to act, which overlaps a little bit, to act as a vent to stop anything spilling over, sort of spilling over the front here. It shouldn't, because it's sort of sloped upwards. But then this grill could actually be for hot smoking. I think. I don't know yet. Again, all experimentation. What I will have to do is fire cement the concrete base, just a sort of 2 or 3 centimetre layer, inch and a bit. Same at the back and the sides, just where the actual fire is. I think it'd be fine up here. I could put a sort of plaster layer over a fire cement, but it'd probably flake away after a short period of time. But a thicker layer around the base, put the fire in just to protect everything. Then around the back, it looks a right mess. This is all the shuttering just sort of piled up. I haven't quite finished yet. I've got to do a little ledge here so I don't drop everything off the back of the the work surface. So I'm not completely done, but that can be rendered the same as the wall, and then the top ring around it, that will be tiled, sort of same style as here with the broken tiles, same on the front, just to make it look tidier. I'll probably leave the top flat because it's probably quite handy for putting bits and bobs on as you're cooking, maybe plates to warm plates up. I don't know. Obviously I've still got the rest of the tiles and something around the chimney to stop it leaking down, and I think I've got a little hood for the chimney that used to be on the house chimney, which is a similar stuff. So I'll put that on later as well. Right, it's Easter Sunday here in Bulgaria. And our friend and neighbour Stefan has brought us down some decorated eggs.
Raw.
Yeah. And we're supposed to have an egg fight. So apparently you tap them pointy end together, then round end together, and then one of them will break. Then you have it's one of three, so then you do it again. Whoever lost takes the other egg, and whichever egg is left at the end you have to keep for 2 weeks for good luck. I think that's right. I'm sure Stefan will correct us if we're wrong, or anybody else if they want to comment. So let's have an egg fight. You want to pick an egg?
I want a pretty purple one.
No, I'm going to have the multicolour green one.
Go for it.
So, pointy end first. Just,
No, don't you do your bashy thing.
Gently. Pointy egg first. Right, now softy end.
Softy end. Hang on. Dex, leave! You broke.
Yeah, so it's yours. Probably thought they're hard boiled. I think they're hard boiled. Ah, here we go. They're hard boiled. I think mine's broken.
Yeah.
Alright.
Mine's nice. Colin, you can't eat it.
Right. Now I've got a red, well, pinky red one. And again then, pointy end. I think this one's going to be. Oh!
Okay.
Softy end.
Softy end.
Yeah, this one's one. So this one we've got to keep. So, you little butt.
Leave.
The cats have decided
To eat the other egg.
Come out of there. Well, we know where the eggs are going tonight anyway, in the cat. So we got a winner. So we got to keep this for 2 weeks. I think that's right. Tell us if we're wrong.
We did it. No. Right, come on. Get off the bag.
I'm now back doing the barbecue. I've got some fire cement and some liquid glass, and I've got just a few of these little thin fire bricks, which I just want to line just the bottom where the actual fire is. So I'm going to put a little layer of fire cement on the bottom, just to protect the concrete. I mean, the concrete should be fairly okay anyway, but a bit of fire cement to stop it from cracking under heat or anything. A little bit on the back here, just to fill these little bits where they've chipped out, and to cement these fire bricks in around the bottom. Then, apart from putting the tiles on, that's the inside of the barbecue's all ready to go then. So that's basically the bed for the barbecue fire. They're fire bricks all the way around. I've also sealed up I'll put the tiles on and sealed the chimney, so that's not going to leak. And just sort of filled the little gaps where it had broken out when I was taking the batten out. Haven't really managed to get a huge amount done. I've been working elsewhere this week, so it's now Friday. I'm actually back here today, but it's getting on. I think it must be 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've done that, but I do need to get the chicken house sorted out. So I'm going to have to leave this again for a little while, go and get the chicken house sorted out. Look at this grass. We cut this just 2 weeks ago. It's just unbelievable. So in amongst trying to get the chicken house done, working elsewhere for somebody else, do the barbecue area, we've got to cut all the grass and that again as well. It's never ending. But if you can keep on top of it this time of year, it pays off, because later on it gets much better. So this is where the chicken coop's going to go. Like I said before, I'm making it out of breeze blocks. There is a pad of concrete here. The only trouble is it's very uneven. I was just going to lay the bricks and level them up with cement, but to be honest, it's so out of shape. I think I'm going to shutter up a ring around the bottom just to get my levels correct, otherwise I'm going to regret it later on, because these will be going up 5 blocks high to give head height in the shed. So yeah, I think I'll shutter it around, fill it with concrete, and then I can lay the blocks on nice and even. On top of that, again, all this paddock was all cut 2 weeks ago. The grass has gone nuts. We've had a lot of rain and it is warm, so everything is just, it's going crazy. I mean, it grows fast every year, but I think, I swear, this year is faster than normal. This tree looks so loaded down with berries. They're these. I've not come across these before. They didn't fruit last year. Apparently they turn into little red berries, and they make sort of lower grade raki with them, and they're another sort of Bulgarian elixir of life. I think they make some sort of tonic with them, or jam or something or other, that's supposed to cure everything. We've got pears on the pear tree coming up, or pears on the pear trees, apples on the apple trees. So it's all doing quite nicely. All that I cut down, all grown back again. Rain and sun. Goodness me, does everything grow quick. I thought I'd go for a little walk up the garden. We're in the back paddock, just to show you what's going on. So we've got a little pear tree, plenty of little pears on there. Big apple tree. I wouldn't say it's loaded with apples, but there's apples on there. Quite a few apples on this one. Again, this one there's apples, but not loads. These are plums. Don't seem to be an awful lot of plums on them. There are plums, some up there. So we'll see how they go. More plums. This was a little pear tree I planted last year. It's the only tree that I planted last year that actually survived. It's just a little pear tree, and it's got one little pear on it. But it's doing alright. Plums. The vines up here, these were the new ones I planted. Over the last summer and the winter, I think I lost about half of them. These are Cabernet Sauvignon, but that one's fine. Let's take off the suckers at the bottom. That's coming on. Another one, I've got 2 stems coming off, which I'm going to leave, let them come up, and then train them along this first wire. Dead one, dead one. This one's done well. Again, it's forked off now, so I'm going to put one along each of the bottom wires, and another one. So, what's that? That's 4. Bit disappointing, 4 out of 10. But it was pretty hot and dry last summer, and I wouldn't say it was a cold winter, but I probably didn't protect them well enough, so it's good enough. I've got to carry on and finish netting this. We've got garlic growing, chard, some parsnips. The weeds are starting to get going now, so I need to come up here and do some weeding. We've got asparagus growing there. Some sugar snap peas there, but I've got loads growing up there, so I might get rid of these ones and put something else in there. And then stink trees trying to grow up through. Lemon trees didn't survive. It looks like they are, but that's just the root stock. The actual tree part didn't survive, so gonna have to have a rethink there. In here, I've got an oak barrel with sage growing really nicely and some coriander. Just little tomato plants. They've not, I don't know, the seedlings haven't done that well this year. Thai basil. Got mixed gourds. I'm going to plant them out in a little while. Aubergines. Little pepper plants. Okra. Tomatoes. And then I've got a little bay tree. That's the compost heap, which I've now covered with earth, and I've put some courgettes that are coming up in there. Onion sets, again, have been taken over by weeds, so I need to get in and weed. Sweet corn. Peas that need thinning and sticks. Plenty of peas. Again, this was just a reclaimed patch of ground, so it's absolutely full of weed seed. Hopefully by next year it won't be so bad, but this year it's going to be a nightmare, I think. This little patch in the end, I'm going to put some mixed gourds in. These are peppers and chilies. Sugar snap peas here. So it's just a little patch, nothing very exciting. It's a little bit this year. I feel a little bit overwhelmed, to be honest. I've had money's not been brilliant, so I've had to do a fair bit of work, or as much work as I can get. So even though we're here, I'm just not getting the time to keep on top of everything. It'll get easier. The grass and everything grows here really quickly this time of year, especially if you've got a wet year. Like we seem to have had a lot of rain in the last couple of weeks. But if you can keep on top of it, come the end of sort of May, getting into June, then the heat comes and the grass doesn't grow as quickly, and it's a bit easier to keep on top of everything. But right at this moment, it just feels like everything's growing so quickly, it's impossible to keep up. I'm now just going to go around and have a look. There's woodpecker, and you can't see it. There's woodpecker flying around up there. And a jay. My arch enemy, the ones that laugh at me. Yeah, I need to go along and just train some of the vines, so I'm going to do that for 10 minutes. It's quite therapeutic, a bit calmer, so I'll do that. And I think that'd be it for today. And tomorrow I've got to crack on with the chicken house. Teresa's cut the lawn down there, and she's down here doing a bit of weeding. Say hello. We just had the Antonov fly over. We don't know what he's doing. It's the first time I've seen him over here. It's possible it's a mosquito spray, although we couldn't see anything coming out. Or he could be doing some crop spraying somewhere and just use this as a turning point. Not entirely sure.
Very low.
Very low, yeah. All looking lovely here today. It's nice and sunny.
Very weedy.
Very weedy.
I battle the weeds.
Trees are the weed killer.
Oh, just too many.
So that's it for this video. The next one will be for what's happened in the last sort of week or 10 days, which has been a lot.
Heck of a lot.
A heck of a lot, yeah. Not finished the summer kitchen, but got a lot of it done.
We're not
Lights
far
up.
off now.
Yeah, just all the tiling's done and grouted. We've still got the rendering to do.
And the chicken house is almost
Chicken house is almost finished. That will be in the next video.
So thanks, Stefan, for keeping my birds a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a visitor tonight.
We
A
have.
visitor for the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
She's coming tonight.
She's been counting down for 6 months.
Yeah. Vida, my sister's over.
Oh,
So that'll be good.
be lovely.
Yep. I hope she's, well, we've got the paintbrushes ready, V.
She won't see that now. She'll be here.
She will. But she'll be in the next video. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
And we'll see you very shortly in the next video. Like I say, it will only be a week or 10 days. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Girlfriend's taking all my car, gone back to her mom and pop, telling tales of drunkenness and cruelty. Now I'm sitting here, sipping at my ice cold beer, feeling on a sunny afternoon. Help me, help me, help me sail away. They got me 2 good reasons why I gotta stay. And I love to live so presently, live my life of luxury, blazing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, in summertime, fade out. In summertime,
Fade out.